Hey groupers, Pastor Marshall here. Well, we finished the book of Esther and now we're moving to the New Testament. Going to talk about several famous Marys to begin with, and the most famous of them all is Mary, the mother of Jesus. I like to call her Mary of Nazareth, just so that we keep it all simplified in our minds because we think of Jesus of Nazareth. Well, when was a time in your life that you believe someone was given too much honor? When was the time that you think someone was paid too much honor, too much respect? And then, what about the flip side of that question? When was the time that you believe someone was not given enough honor? They weren't given enough respect. They should have been honored more. What do you think, when you think about Mary, what do you think that her life was like before Luke 1:28? What do you think her daily habits were before this? What do you think her daily thoughts were before this? What do you think her future plans were before this? And then, of course, you want to turn that upside down. What do you think that Mary's life was like after Luke chapter 1? What do you think changed in her daily habits? What do you think changed in her daily thoughts? And what changed about her plans for the future? I want you to turn to the book of Hebrews. It's an interesting verse in the 13th chapter, Hebrews 13:2. Read that verse, and then how does it relate to Mary's story? How does Hebrews 13:2 compare with Mary's story here in Luke chapter 1? And do you think that you have ever entertained angels? If you did, or if it happened, do you think that you would know? Do you think that you would be afraid like Mary was afraid? How do you think that you would respond if you knew that you were talking to an angel? Well, after Gabriel's announcement, what does Mary know about her baby? Just look at this little passage that you're reading today in Luke 1, and Gabriel tells Mary a lot of stuff. Make a list. What does she know about this baby after this visit? What percentage of doubt would you score Mary in verse 34? Think about 0 to 100, and what percentage, how much doubt do you read in verse 34? How does Elizabeth's pregnancy serve as proof for Mary? And also, how does Elizabeth serve as support for Mary? And then bring it to Lakeside. How does God give us proof today? Does he give us any proof today? How does he give us proof today? And how does God give us support today? What does support look like in our day? Well, finally, the last verse, verse 38. How beautiful do you think that verse 38 is? How much do you like this verse? How important is this verse for our understanding of Mary? And do you think that you could honestly utter this verse to an angel if angel was telling you what God wanted you to do? Well, every week, just a quick reminder of what our application was. And my question for you this week was, how much are you honoring Mary? Are you honoring her too much? Or are you honoring her too little? What would Goldilocks say about Mary where it was just right? Well, I hope that you have a great group. Look forward to seeing you next Sunday as we talk about Mary Magdalene. God bless.